Hello and welcome back. This is Steve of Bugs Coins and welcome to the channel. Today we have a Strike Your Own. This is the latest Strike Your Own, and it's the latest and the current Strike Your Own as in September 2023 when this has been recorded. On the reverse you have the information about the coin, the specifications. You have the King Charles III portrait, and you have all the details including the 2023 blah blah blah. On this side you have the JRR Tolkien, you have the monogram underneath, which is what is actually on the centre of the coin. So let's take a good look at this coin. You've seen the Charles III portrait. And we have a beautiful BU strike. So, what about this gentleman? JRR Tolkien. He was born on the 3rd of January 1892. He died on the 2nd of September 1973. Two of his landmark works in the realms of books were The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. There's also some unpublished work on his death, which was known as the Silver Eighton book, and it was published by his son Christopher after his death. This work was connected to The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, so it's almost like the trilogy part of the third book. He married a lady called Edith Bratt on the 19th of June 1916. Edith Bratt in 1916, and they stayed married until her death in 1971. In his books, The Lord of the Rings, he made up a language for the Middle Earth. Okay, something about his personal life. Now, he delayed delayed joining the army during World War I to finish his degree. He passed his degree in July 1915 and became a temporary second lieutenant in the Lancashire Fusiliers. He was called to go to France on the 2nd of June 1916, and he boarded a boat to France on the 5th of June 1916. By the 7th, he was assigned to the signals officer on the 11th Service Battalion of the Lancashire Fusiliers. He made up a specialised dot code so Edith could follow where he was, and this was to avoid the army censorship. Tolkien served on the Somme in July 1916, and he was part of the assault on the Schwachen Redoubt and Leipzig standards on the 27th of October 1916. His battalion was attacking the Regina Trench, and Tolkien contracted trench fever, and it was a disease carried by lice that attached themselves to the body, and he was invalided back to England on the 8th of November 1916. Tolkien was disbanded from the army on the 3rd of November 1920, and his rank was lieutenant. He worked at the Oxford English Dictionary, and later in 1920 he took a job as a reader in the English language at Leeds University. In 1925 he moved to Oxford University as a professor of Anglo-Saxon at Pembroke College. This is where he wrote The Hobbit. By 1926 he finished the translation of the Beowulf tales. Now that's going to be important to call. Okay, note to myself, I'm not exactly sure where we're up to before the battery died, so I will take it from... In 1925 he moved to Oxford University as Professor of Anglo-Saxon at Pembroke College. This is where he wrote his book The Hobbit. In 1926 he finished the translation of the Beowulf tales. He gave an acclaimed lecture on the work of Beowulf, the monsters and the critics. In January 1939 Tolkien was asked to In January 1939 Tolkien was asked to be part of the Codebreakers and served as a cryptography department, or served in the cryptography department at the Foreign Office. Tolkien had 4 children: John, who was born in November 1917, Michael, who was born in October 1920, Christopher, who was born in the November of 1924, and Priscilla, who was born in the June of 1929. When he retired in 1959 and up to his death in 1973, in 1961 his friend C.S. Lewis nominated him for the Nobel Prize in Literature. The fame got so much for him that he and his wife Edith moved to Bournemouth. After his wife died in November 1971 at the age of 82, he returned to Marston College, Oxford. He was made a CBE in 1972, New Year's Honours List. He received this on the 28th of March 1972. In the same year, Oxford University gave him the honorary Doctorate of Letters. When he died, he was buried in the same grave as his wife Edith in September 1973. So that is the information on JRR Tolkien that I'm going to include in this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, could you please give me the thumbs up? Could you also, if you've not yet done so, subscribe to the channel. I am trying to reach a target of 250 by New Year's Eve 2023. Currently I'm just over 200. It took me a little bit by surprise that I got to 200, and consequently I hadn't sorted out a giveaway at that time. I will be doing so shortly. If you're having a hunt, I hope you have a successful one and you find the coins you're looking for. If you're buying coins, I hope you can buy the coins you want for the price you want to pay. Until we meet up again, which I hope will be not too far into the distant future, thank you for watching the video. And until we meet up again, from me, bye bye. Ta-da now. And don't forget to subscribe, please.